It's our youth and some of the issues they've been having with school shootings and all sorts of things. But when I go out to talk to people about them, I don't get a good response. Like they want to help, but they don't. So I learned something about that from growing squash this year. The young man, he's in what is the name of that club at school?
4-H? No,
FFA, Future Farmers of America. But he came to my house and he was helping me to do a garden. He said, you know, that squash are nocturnal growers. That they have a flower and that night they grow overnight. And so they're small the next day when they first grow. So you have like a day and a half to harvest them. And if you don't, they turn out like that. They get too big and they're hard. It's like you can't really use this or cut it up and eat it like you would want to. I mean, some squash have a life like that they're, you know, hard squashing, like spaghetti squash and stuff like that, but not, these are supposed to be like crooked neck yellow squash, and they got left more than a day and a half and they can't fulfill the purpose that they're here for. And so when I'm talking to people, I'm telling them that when we miss out on serving our youth or even having the funds to give them some things that they're missing, then they lose their purpose. They turn hard like this, and you see things that come from them that we don't like. But everybody says it's a good thing to help them, but nobody ever takes the time. So tonight I just want you to think about time, talent, and treasure is something that our youth need. They need our time, talent, treasure. You have to think about what your time, talent, and treasure is to offer to a youth. That some of them won't go to high school. I mean, high school too. Some of them won't go to college. Some of them won't go to trade schools. They need people around them to show them a trade, to even let them work alongside them, to even know how to ride a lawnmower or whatever, because they don't grow up in a community like that. And so I just wanted to thank you all tonight that you took your time and y'all giving some treasure. But think about the talents that you have that could possibly help us as well. If you have a chess club, a golf club, things like that that may want to come and teach a youth how to do something different than playing a video game. Because when I was younger, we didn't have video games. And by the time they did, my parents weren't going to buy one. So I didn't get a chance to do the things that we do. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have, I know that my daughter's friend came over and we still have a landline, and we have a phone on the wall in the kitchen with the long cord, because remember you didn't have cordless phones and all that. And so he asked my daughter, he said, is that phone real? Does it really work? And I said, yeah, it's real. And you know, every now and then it does ring, but you know, most people call you on your cell phone now. They hardly ever use your landline. But I just wanted to encourage you all to, if you see a kid, talk to them. If you see a person that looks sad, ask them their story. Things like that helps us to make our communities better, so that we won't have people who don't know that they have a purpose. And some of them are dirty, some of them are longer and crooked more than others. And I was talking to a pastor today, and he was saying that his wife used to be a house parent for 15 years before he became a pastor. And he was saying that some of the kids that were compliant, surprisingly, when they were adults, they ended up in prison. But some of the kids that were bad all the time, they're like aerodynamic, you know, scientists and, you know, things like that. And so you never know what you're entertaining when you're dealing with our youth. And they need us. They really, really need us. And I know for me, as an older person, you either like kids or you really can't be bothered with them because they're kind of irritating. So I just thank you all first for your support, and then just to keep thinking about how can we help our youth? How do we, because they're our future. They're going to be our president. They're going to be our congressmen and our senators and our police chief and fire chiefs. And I think we don't think about them like that right now. They're going to be the doctor that may have the cure to cancer or, cataracts or something that, as we getting older, figuring out, I need help, and there's nobody that can do it. So thank you again, and I really look forward to you all contacting us saying, I want to do something because I want to see a youth not go to pretty much waste. Because I'm going to use these as decorations at the camp to talk to them about the same thing. To find themselves a mentor. Find somebody that can go and try to learn how to do a tractor, because I think that youth have to look for a way to serve and to help you, to give back to their community, to learn when they don't have a grandparent or their grandparent is only 35 years old because all the people in their family had children as a teenager. And so the grandmama doesn't know any more than the child most of the time, and it's kind of discouraging. But they need us. They need to see gray hair. They don't need all of us to color our hair black so they don't even know how old we are and things like that. Because I know that gray hair almost makes you give respect automatically. Maybe just for my generation or you all generation, but I have seen that children respect gray hair too sometimes because they think you're old and you need to help walk around the street and things like that. But there are some that don't respect older people because we act like they're, something that we don't want to deal with. And the truth is, if we don't see somebody that we love be affected by it. So I just encourage you to look for youth to, just put in their life just a little something to put a smile on their face and help them know that they have a purpose and they don't have to be hard and long and crooked and all those things to be successful. Thank you.
Thank you.